Hi viewers, welcome you once again to Micro Learning. This is Shailaja. In the comment boxes, few of them have commented they wanted important 2 marks, 3 marks and 5 marks. Since you are 12th standard students, there's nothing called as important questions. Every question is important. Every single line is very important for you. And you should know every concept that is there because the questions can be asked anyway. Before they had a blueprint like you have to give weightage for this lesson, that lesson, and all. Now there is no weightage as such. All 12 lessons is very important for you. You should know every concept in that. Okay, there's no exemption from it. A few of you have asked about second lesson, that is national income, third lesson, and fifth lesson as such. National income is a very important lesson and it is a highly concept based question because for example, I can tell you 2 marks there is a question difference between GDP, GNP, NNP and NDP. There is no hard and fast rule that the question should be asked as it is. They can crisscross the questions and ask you. Like for example, they can ask you what is the difference between GDP and NDP also. Or they can ask you what is personal income and what is real income also. So they can ask you questions in any form because that lesson is a concept based question and that's very useful for your higher studies as such. Then in that we have 4 5 marks questions are there. In that 2 is very important, that's concept based question. That is where how do you estimate national income, then what are the concepts in national income. Okay, so these 2 are very important as such. And then when coming to the third chapter there are 5 marks question. 5 marks question 4 questions are there. In that one is supposed to be the different types of unemployment. Different types of unemployment is very easy, children, because you already have the answer in 2 marks as well as 3 marks. So if you are not very good as such in recalling as such, you cannot mug it everything together. You can just take the answers from 2 marks and 3 marks and write that into 5 marks also. Okay, that is one way to write the answer for different types of unemployment. Next you can see the ADF and ASF question asked there. Okay, when I tell you about different types of unemployment, it's a general question. Okay, general question that is. When I come to ADF and ASF, it is concept based questions. So a concept based question with a diagram as such. So whenever you have a diagram, you have to draw the diagram very carefully, marking the x-axis and y-axis, naming those axes. The diagram should be very clear and legible. You have to mark everything what is given in your textbook. The next one is classify Keynesian and classism they have given. Okay, that part is supposed to be distinguish around 10 points you should be thorough with so that you can write as such. So your question can be asked either concept based, it can be, or it can be a general question, it can be a distinguished question. If they are asking you questions like for side heading ones, when you're getting a question on side headings, please see to that you write all the side headings first. Okay, then start explaining each side heading, expand it and write your answers as such. This is regarding the third lesson. Fifth lesson, 2 marks and 3 marks is easier for you. Okay, because we have the different types of inflation, cost push demand pull inflation. Then we have only one thing that is there is the Cambridge equation. Cambridge equation, if you look into your text itself, you will understand an equation is given over there and you have to just expand the equation and write all the concepts that are there. The next one is supposed to be Fisher's quantity theory. That's a 5 mark question. It's a diagram oriented question. Okay, when it comes to a diagram oriented question, that diagram you should not draw side by side. It should be drawn one after the other because they are correlated to each other. So that is Fisher's quantity theory of money. Next one, if you see, you have a question which is based on different types of trade cycles. When we talk about different types of trade cycles, you have the four: boom, recession, recovery, depression, and things. That has to be drawn with the help of a diagram. That's the second part of it. Now, when there is one important question, that is causes and effect of inflation. That's a very lengthy one. Okay, but you have to learn that. It's very important, because when we say causes of inflation, causes of first the way to learn causes and effects of inflation is first learn the causes. Okay, because it has many side headings as such. Learn the causes first. After you learn the causes, after 2 days, go to the effects of inflation. Learn that. Then you can club it together and write it. So whenever you write a detailed question answer, first thing is understand the concept that is in that. What order are you going to write? If you ask the question how, why, when, where, you'll be getting an answer for it. So according to that, jot down your answer in an A4 sheet. Okay, write it in an A4 sheet. Then you start learning it. Okay, translate that into your mother tongue, because most of us speak Tamil at home. So you can understand. So once you make a translation, you will understand the concept that is over there. This is how you are supposed to prepare. And you know very well, quarterly is coming. And the portions are fixed as we have 8 lessons. Okay, for economics. Most of you would have covered objectives, because you would have taken up unit test, you would have taken midterm test, okay, small class test and all you would have taken up. Okay, because different schools follow different patterns. So definitely you will be knowing around 6 to 7 lessons. You will be knowing all the 2 marks and 1 marks in that. When it comes to 3 marks also, few questions you would have learnt. Don't omit any 2 mark and 3 mark. Okay, 5 marks, if you find it is very difficult, try to take up 4 questions are there. If you are able to learn 3 questions, but see that you are thorough with the 3 question answer. Okay, write it and see. Don't just learn it. You have to write it down. There's a way of writing, how we are going to present it. That presentation, you have to do it individually. When you practice that and keep up to your time, you will be able to complete your question paper. Okay, read the question very carefully. First thing is read the question carefully, because very small or tricky things that we do is we may remove one word from the question and replace another word. Okay, most of us when we read, oh, what? Oh, this is the question. Okay, never do that. Read the question carefully. Each and every word is very important. When you read each and every word, you will understand, oh, this is the question. Oh, they have made a twist in this question. You will understand. Okay, so please read everything in it. Because you have ample time, because March only you are going to write your board exam. So if you are not able to cover also, in case you are very slow at learning, no problem in it. You have 8 lessons. In that 8 lessons, you be thorough with minimum 5 to 6 lessons. So if you are thorough with the 5-6 lessons, learn everything, don't omit anything. Because there is no hard and fast rule that 5 marks should be asked in 3 marks and 3 marks should be can be asked in 5 marks. Anyway, it can be asked, and you should be ready to answer to the questions. So you can go through the slides which in my channel, and you can there is a worksheet behind every lesson. Okay, every that I can say, like if, for example, 2.1 you have a worksheet for it, 2.2 you have a worksheet for it. Go through those worksheets, go through the slides first, then you work out the worksheets. Please write it down, then you can start learning. That will be easier for you. So if you have any doubts, you can comment on the comment box, so that I can give you suggestions up to my knowledge. I can give you something. Okay, so please support me and subscribe Micro Learning channel. This is Shailaja. Thank you very much and wish you all the best. Do well for your quarterly. Be thorough in whatever you are learning. Don't skip anything. Don't skip anything. Even especially when you are those who are aiming for high scores, please go into the internal questions. Internal questions is nothing but wherever you do not have question answer, and wherever you have these orange boxes and blue boxes where you have highlight messages given over there. Please go through all those things. Okay, so you will know, okay, fine, what is given there. For example, you can see who has a symbol of rupee, by whom it has been and propounded, which year, okay, which month, date, all this you should be very careful while you are learning. So if you have any doubt, please you can put it or post it into your comment box so that I can give you a reply for it. Keep on supporting Micro Channel, and this is Shailaja once again signing off from all of you. Thank you very much.